In this morning's Health Watch, back-to-school vaccines. Maybe it's not the first thing you think of, but it's actually a perfect time to make sure your children's immunization records are up to date. Medical correspondent Dr. Jennifer Ashton has a story that will really drive that point home for us this morning.
Absolutely, and this really should get everyone's attention because nationally, just over half of teens get the recommended meningitis vaccine, even though young people between the ages of 16 and 21 have the highest rate of getting the disease.
2 more to go. You got it.
In November of 2008, Jamie Shanbaum was a healthy sophomore at the University of Texas, Austin, when she came down with what she thought was the flu.
I was just really cold. Like the next morning, I didn't have any warmth in my body. I was burying myself under blankets.
But when she became critically ill, doctors found out what she thought was a bad case of the flu was really meningococcal septicemia, which started as bacterial meningitis. The infection kept her hospitalized for 7 months and ravaged her young body.
The rest of my body was swollen because of the antibiotics and all this other medicine that was going inside. And also, I couldn't move.
Jamie hadn't been vaccinated for meningitis, which the CDC recommends for all teens before the age of 18.
I didn't really know much about meningitis. It probably had crossed a few conversations here and there, but not enough to know that there was a vaccine or that I should take my child to be vaccinated.
College students like Jamie are at increased risk because of the close contact in shared living spaces where germs are easily spread. Of those who get sick with this type of meningitis, 10 to 15% will die despite antibiotic treatment. Of those who survive, up to 20% will have permanent effects such as hearing loss or brain damage.
In Jamie's case, they were able to treat her immediately with antibiotics.
And she underwent near-daily surgeries, including leg and finger amputations.
This khaki. I'm happy Jamie's with me. I'm blessed that Jamie's with me. I can have my daughter, hold my daughter. That's a miracle in itself.
Thanks to the support of her family, Jamie worked hard to get back on her new feet.
3, 2, 1, and go. Push, 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 push.
3 years after her infection, Jamie already has 1 gold medal from a cycling competition and is training for next year's Paralympic Games in London.
The best thing I love about getting my bike is independence. And then once you're on the bike and you're moving, like it's just you're so at peace.
Jamie Shanbaum has inspired a new law in her home state of Texas that requires all college students, whether they live off campus or in dorms, to be vaccinated against bacterial meningitis. And so far, Texas is the only state to do this. Erica.
Talk about a scary wake-up call. She has an incredible attitude,
Absolutely.
by the way. So what is the schedule? When do these vaccines start? Right before you go off to college or earlier?
No, actually earlier. And pediatricians should be talking to parents about this. These are CDC recommendations, very clear. They state that all children around the ages of 11 and 12 should be vaccinated. They will then require a booster around the age of 16. If they don't get their first dose at ages 11 to 12, then they just get it at 16 or before they go to college, and they do not require a booster. And I want to make this crystal clear, Erica, this is a life-threatening form of meningitis. You do not want to take this chance.
Yes, we saw 10 to 15% could die. Jen, thanks.